This rant consists of copyrighted material owned by Masashi Kishimoto, Viz Media, Shesuia Inc, and will legally shown in John's Current to the Naruto manga. All characters' names and events belong to them and to those respective parties. This rant/review is on my property, but it's 2128, covered under the Fair Rights Usage Law. Just because I say the names doesn't mean you can take them off, kick me off the YouTube airwaves. So, Naruto Manga Chapter 584. Or as I like to call it, Time for Backstory! Part 3. Okay, we left off last time with Kabuto crossing paths with Orochimaru again. So, as it would turn out, Danzo had manipulated Nono, or Nonono, or whatever her name was, by sending her pictures of Kabuto and then using a suit, an exact body double, not an actual shadow clone, someone within the root core that looked like Kabuto, in order to get her to believe that the real one was a fake. Hence why it's a slow but steady form of brainwashing. So, Kabuto and Orochimaru head for Orochimaru's research lab. You know, the one that was shown way back in the first anime and first half of the manga, in that flashback when Sarutobi had a chance to put Orochimaru behind bars, but he let him go instead. Anyway, so Kabuto eyes with Orochimaru, and in his first assignment, spy on the Akatsuki. But if that's the case, that would mean that Sasori never got his hands on Kabuto initially. He was Orochimaru's from the start. But I digress. As for how he's now turned himself into a serpent sage, easy. You guys know how Jiraiya has an imperfect sage mode, right? Well, think of that giant snake we saw way back in around the 340 or 350 range of the manga. When Sasuke was fighting Orochimaru. I would say that weird confusion of numerous snake heads is more or less Orochimaru's imperfect snake sage form. So, what's Kabuto do? He simply takes the chunks that Sasuke left behind from Orochimaru's carcass after he had cut it up, goes to Orochimaru's old research lab, grinds it into a, I shit you not, snake skin smoothie, and injects it into his bloodstream. And hence, that's how we've got Kabumaru. That is just sick. And I mean in a nauseatingly disgusting manner. Apparently we also saw a few flashbacks involving him and Orochimaru experimenting on Jugo and Kinemaro. The eventual forming of the Sound Village, and it's so on and so forth. So, basically, I think in some ways this is also Sasuke's fault. How? There could have been one solution. There was one solution that could have stopped Kabuto from going as far as he did. You know what that was? Burn the fucking corpse and scatter the ashes at a crossroads! That's how I would have done it. Just a simple fire jutsu to what was left of the carcass to burn any evidence, any form of genetic evidence of Orochimaru, whether it be skin, blood, organs, etc. Put the ashes in an urn, and then throw the urn, and then scatter the ashes into the winds. That's how I would have stopped him. And from going as low as he did. And to think, I'm referring back to material that came out back in what, 2007? I think. Anyway, in terms of more backstory and some filling of some plot holes, this chapter gets a 9 out of 10. I'm hoping that at least by next week we can finally get to the fight. Because if it's another backstory chapter, I'm gonna flip my fucking head off. Peace.